Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought today I would just have a little kind of chill chat and do some crafts, which may be a bit weird, but like I'm gonna do it anyway. So I just bought this bag on eBay for like £6.50 including delivery, and it's kind of going for like a cankany vibe, but it's clearly not real. The logo says Red King Kong, so it's not even trying to be a replica, whereas this one, which is also a fake, actually says like Fjallraven Kanken, or however you say it, I don't know. I didn't intend for this to be like a dupe. I was just looking for a plain black rucksack because that fake Kanken I've had for like 2 years, maybe 3, I think 2 years, and it's just starting to wear apart. So it's done well considering that it was like a dodgy replica one. I'm not fussed at all about like brand names and stuff, but I just think it looks a bit silly trying to be a replica but not even trying that hard. So I think what I'm going to try and do is take this logo patch thing off and replace it with a different patch because I've got quite a few. So this here is my little collection of patches, and I think I've basically got 2 options for ones which are like the right shape and size for this. So I've got this one which says Craving Wilderness, and it's like a little Cub Scout kind of badge, and this one which I think is the one I'm going to go for, which says Stoked on Life, and it's just like super beachy and chill. This is the vibe that I want to take into the year with me. I want to carry this vibe around with me. If I can get this on my bag and just, you know, carry it around with me at all times, then I'll kind of manifest that life. That's what I'm thinking. So that can go there. I think that'll look pretty cute. And good thing is as well, it's an iron-on patch, so no sewing involved. Wonderful. This patch is a little tiny bit smaller than the original logo one, so I can't just stick it over the top. Like this one would go right over like that, but I think the other one I prefer. So I'm gonna have to unpick all of these stitches and then I can just stick this over the top, and I think it will just about cover the holes where the stitches will have been. This is my little sewing box from when I was a kid. It's very, very neatly organised. Oh yes. I thought I had a special tool for unpicking stitches, but doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna take out some scissors, a needle, and this little cutty thing. Actually, I think this needle is actually a bit too big. I could probably thread wool through that, so maybe something a bit thinner can actually get underneath things. Yes. Yes! Okay, this is gonna work. You can do this, guys. I'm gonna zip this up so it's easier to work with. My idea with this video is kind of just, I want to have a bit of a chat because I haven't actually sat down and filmed a video for like a month or 2 at this point. One of my big New Year's resolutions was like to try and upload weekly, and I mean it doesn't matter too much, like it's just a kind of aim for myself because I want to challenge myself, and I love my YouTube channel, I love making videos, but sometimes I'm just not very consistent with it. So one of my goals for this year was to get better at consistently uploading, especially because I'm not really doing too much with my life right now. Like I have enough time if I want to focus on YouTube, because I'm not studying and I am working, but I'm not working as much and my hours are flexible, and quite often I'm working from home, which is wonderful because it means I can, if I want to, focus on making videos. But life is just complicated and things get in the way. And one thing about working from home, like I'm doing a few different things at the moment. So I am tutoring, I am looking after cats and dogs, and I'm also working for my mum who owns a proper pet sitting business. Various things for her, like admin stuff and looking after pet stuff. And it just, because it's all at home, it actually eats into my time a lot more than a job would if I was working out of the house, like at an office or something. So I haven't really been able to get as much YouTube stuff done as I'd have liked. And it's not really an excuse, like if I really, really had something I wanted to make, I would be able to find the time. But I don't know, I guess I just don't want to force myself to make stuff. Like I make videos because I enjoy it and it's fun for me, and forcing myself to do that takes the fun out of it. So I don't really want to be making stuff that I'm only making because I feel like I have to keep to a schedule or something. Talking of schedules, like I said, would love to be able to upload once a week. More than that would be even better, but you know, if I can't stick to once a week, then I'm not going to commit to anything else more than that right now. But if I were to commit to a schedule, like just out of curiosity, I would love to know what days you would prefer. Like, what days do people watch more videos, or like prefer to watch their videos? Because I mean, I feel like I watch videos in a different way to most people. Like, I generally am about a month, 3 weeks to a month behind in my YouTube subscriptions. What I do is I scroll down in my subscription feed to the last video that I watched, and then I work my way upwards. And I usually do it in big bursts, so I would end up watching like a week's worth of videos in a day and catch up a bit, so I'm a bit more up to date. And then I won't watch YouTube for a while because, I don't know, just life again getting in the way. I don't know, I just don't feel like I have that much time to sit and watch videos. But ideally, like, if I was up to date on my subscriptions, I would watch them as they came out. But I have so much wonderful content that I'd like to see that's in my subscription feed. I don't want to just scroll up to the top and miss any of that. So, you know, I think that's just me thinking way too deeply into things as usual. But I'm just curious, how do you watch YouTube? Do you watch things as soon as they come out, or are you like me and you just get to them when you get to them? You know how people make like Chatty get ready with me videos, which, by the way, you know, I love watching those. I don't really do much makeup-y stuff, like, it doesn't really interest me too much, but I love watching other people get ready. Like, I love the concept of someone chats whilst they do something else, and that's kind of what this is. I don't know if I'm going to turn it into a thing, like maybe I should, because I'm always doing little tiny craft projects like this where I can just sit for a while and do something with my hands and just take the focus off everything else. And like all I focus on right now is unpicking some stitches, and it's very calming. I don't know, I just like these more kind of casual chats where it's kind of more like a chat that you would have in real life. Like if you had a friend over or something and you were both just sitting there doing your own thing, but also, you know, able to chat. And this is kind of like that. We're just having like a little sleepover where I'm sewing a new patch on a bag and you're, I don't know what you're doing whatever you're doing right now, playing Candy Crush or something. The main thing I want to talk about in this video is that I reached 10,000 subscribers about 5 weeks ago, and I haven't really addressed that properly yet because, I don't know, I was just waiting for the right time and find the right thing to say, because I'm not very eloquent. I'm not very good at expressing things through words. To me, 10,000 is an absolutely gigantic number of people, and it's just a lot. Oh dear. Okay, hang on, just gonna sort the sun out, be right back. I remember hitting 1,000 subscribers. I was in first year of uni and I just couldn't comprehend that many people. Like, I couldn't imagine 1,000 people in one place at once. I think at the time I was having lectures with about 300 people, and there was no way in hell that I would be able to talk to that many people at once, but because it's on YouTube it's different, obviously. And now there are 10,000 people, and it obviously means a lot to me that people care about my videos enough to want to watch more of them and to have actually clicked the subscribe button. And I'm very, very grateful for that, because, you know, I love this little hobby of mine and I would do it whether or not people watch, because I like making things, I like having a kind of creative outlet, I like being able to talk, and that is why I make videos. But the fact that people want to watch me and want to hear what I have to say on things means that I must be doing something right, and it's just nice to feel listened to and to have like a lovely community of people who I feel like are on the same wavelength as me. They just kind of get me, and that's wonderful. Okay, the old label is off. I'm gonna chuck it straight in the bin because it's like leaking bits of thread everywhere, making a mess. So in it goes. You probably can't see this on camera, but there's like the perfect circle where that logo was. This patch fits perfectly on it, so I don't have to do any measuring for myself. It's already like a nice little outline of where it needs to go, which I really appreciate. I don't know how I'm going to film this next bit because it involves an iron. I think what I'm going to do is go and set the iron up while the sun is doing this, and I'll be back in a minute. Oh, the sun is doing a thing again. But I don't care. We're just gonna keep going. All of this effort just for like 5 seconds of holding an iron on a thing. It looks like it's done. I'm gonna give it one more go over for luck. There we go. Ah, it looks so good. I'm gonna stop filming. I'm gonna put the ironing board away, turn the iron off, and then I will be back to show you my results. Oh. Well, I thought it had worked, but I literally just picked the bag up and it fell off, so I'm gonna try that again. I literally just put the ironing things away, but okay, we'll try again. I'm too lazy to carry the ironing board all the way upstairs again. We're just gonna do it like this. Oh, come on, Beth. Sort yourself out. Do not try this at home. It is dangerous. Please work, please work, please work. It looks like it's stuck on, so I'll leave the iron on and I will wait a few minutes to see if it comes unstuck or not. I just really want it to work. I may as well carry on talking while we wait for this to happen. I think I made my channel in 2011 and I didn't upload my first video until 2012, I think. So 7 years making videos this year. So strange. That is so strange. 7 years is such a long time. It's like, again, 10,000 is such a big number. I think in very simple terms, okay? Coming back to the 10,000 number, 2 things recently have like contextualized that for me. Not to keep going on about it, but I'm gonna keep going on about it, so sorry. First of all, I went to see Parkway Drive recently at Ali Pali and it was incredible, and there was so much like really high level production, like flame lasers that go sideways and just a lot of fire. But that was at Ali Pali and I think that has a capacity of like 10,000 people. I might Google it. 10,250 people fit in Ali Pali. We could potentially, not that we're going to, but we could fill out Alexandra Palace, and that's just ridiculous to me. Like, that just sounds like a joke. Like, that cannot be real. Also, talking of Ali Pali, I texted my dad when I was heading up there. Let me try and find it. And I was just like telling him about my road trip, and then I said, I just got back yesterday, now I'm going to see Parkway Drive in London tonight at Alexandra Palace. And then he replied, is not Frank Turner performing at the Ali Pali tomorrow night? I don't know. And he spelled Ali Pali like A-L-I-P-A-L-I, like it's someone's name. I don't know, just made me laugh. The other thing, got distracted, sorry, but the other thing which kind of contextualized for me how many people 10,000 is that my sister told me that her uni has something like 9,000 students or something. Like Royal Holloway, which I've been to and is a pretty big place, has less students than I have subscribers, which would mean if we were going to go like head to head and battle, which we obviously are not because we have no reason to, but if some kind of scenario played out where we were at war, we would have the upper hand. Us. Which is weird. I don't know why that's where my head went, but it was. But I am a pacifist, so let's just rule that out. I'm just trying to get my head around the fact that 10,000 people want to watch my videos. But anyway, I think this should be dry by now. It seems to have worked. Let me know what you think. I think I've done a pretty good job with that. Not that it required any high level skills, it's literally just unpicking some stitches and ironing on a patch. But the craft project was a success. Let me know if you like these kind of videos where I just sit and chat and do some crafts, because, oh, someone's calling me. I would more than happily make more of these videos. I love a good bit of crafting. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you all so much for subscribing to me. 10,000 subscribers is just such a big number again. Like, it's just such a big milestone number that I obviously never thought when I started making videos when I was, you know, 15 and sad and lonely in my bedroom. Never thought that 10,000 people would care what I had to say, so thank you very much for that, and thank you for watching this video. So yes, that is it. I'm gonna stop talking about the number 10,000 now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon.